Oh, all right. Finally back to this. Back to not so huge quest. Still on that ultimate journey to finish up DS3's DLC packs, but I gotta get through the main game first. I haven't streamed this in like a month and a half. I did play a little bit in my own time. Not a whole lot. I don't even know if I gained a level when I was doing that. I did buy a bunch of things though. Ultimately, I switched back to the standard knight armor because I like it a lot. I'm gonna go kill some bosses. And also, if you follow me on Twitter, you know that, or maybe you know, or if you don't have me muted, when I was sick for like a straight month, I actually played a lot of Souls, but not a lot of this game. A lot of 1 and 2. I beat 1 on PS3 once, and then on PC once. I also beat the PS4 version of Scholar of the First Sin, which I didn't like at all. I don't like Scholar of the First Sin. I don't feel as though it's actually an improvement, unless you're console only. Compared to the console versions of like 7th gen to 8th gen, it's a really good improvement. But if you're on PC, then I would just recommend getting the standard second one. Alright, where the hell am I going? So I beat the Dancer, went down, beat the Consumed King, did the extra Firelink stuff, the Untended Graves. So I should go back to the Dancer's bonfire and actually make my way up Lothric Castle this time. This is going to be a tough adjustment. I think playing all 3 games a little bit privately within a month, even though I didn't play this one too much, but it really did set in stone how unique they are. And it's weird because a lot of people think that like Souls got way oversaturated, and I guess it did, you know. 3 games in what, 5 years? Not counting like Bloodborne, but just counting Dark Souls itself. So I can see why people feel that way. But they, at least, I feel like they all play differently. I can definitely feel it when I'm actually playing how unique they all are. So getting used to this one again is going to be tough because it's much faster than Souls 1 was. You're buffed now. I might die to my fucking first encounter. I'm really rusty. I need to get rid of you. I'm dead. Oh, it's gonna be a long night. Ooh. Hold on, I should switch DualShocks. Get off my old one and go to my one that actually supports USB connections. Okay. Plug that in. You're gonna register as 2? That sucks. I have to actually turn the other one off. Do this real quick. Devices. Turn off. Here we go. And grab the USB cable. Boom. Problem solved. Slightly. This will at least help make up for a little bit of the lag I get by playing this on my capture card versus on my TV. I completely missed the leaping attack. Oh, I missed you walking Estus Sip. One problem about this controller I switched to, It's very noisy. It's one that I've put through the ringer, so it isn't exactly my favorite one to use. But it's the only one I have that is of the new variety. The ones they made like last year that have the extra light bar and support USB connections. Sunlight metal. You guys drop that? No, I guess something has to drop it. That way you have a way to do the Covenant offline. That makes sense. But you're to my right, damn it. Okay, I need to back up. Two of you at the same time is going to be tough. Oh god. I'm fucking dead. Ugh. Gotta remember where the fucking buff guys are. They make a big difference. I want to get through this area because I really like the boss at the end of it. Oh, you dick. Oh, camera. One of the worst things actually about the camera system, and obviously it'll never be fixed. Barely missed. What I was saying is I hate that camera reset and lock on are the same button. So there comes those times when you're trying to lock on and then something in the environment is technically between you and an enemy. So you end up turning your camera around when you didn't mean to. And now you can't see the thing that's probably going to hit you in the back. Too slow. Oh, it's so broken. They kept the Charge R2 system after developing Bloodborne, and you can get like anything on Wake Up with it. It's so stupid. I would call it borderline unfair. Fight me down here. Buddy's coming. There he is. You were a split second too late, man. He's jiggling out. Love you, Ragdoll. He didn't drop anything. And of course there's a bonfire here. Because this game has too many bonfires. Like every game after Dark Souls 1. I know this goes back to the start of the area, but is there something else over here? Nope. Just a straight drop. You're real. Alright, let's take care of you. That worked out. Chunk. Ah, you fuck. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, well, I missed someone. It's been a while since I checked out what I'm rocking. Wrong screen. This. Just don't think I want that right now. I think I was grinding out for something, for some items off camera. I ended up putting this ring on. There are a lot of enemies in this area. About Ring of the Evil Eye. Fortunately, I don't have any projectiles. So I can't knock you out of your super obvious trap. Crap. I believe these guys are the Winged Knights. Let me mess with some settings here. Need to turn the game down on my end, but compensate so that it stays a little bit up on the stream. That should be good. Twinkling. Not sure if I have use for that. I don't, because I got the Aerithil Straight Sword up to 5. You illusory? You are. But I knocked myself off the fucking ledge. That was weird. How did that happen? There's not a... What the fuck was that? Well, I don't think that was supposed to happen. Get a good look at these guys. Get their set. Anything else over here on this little terrace? Pretty sure I missed that illusory wall my first time through the game. I can't believe that did damage. That was a much further drop than I thought it was. Bitch, I see you. More chunk. Super chunk. Just that. Oh, great. Well, at least I hit that bonfire. One thing I need to stop doing is relying so much on my roll. Although that doesn't make sense. This game loves the roll. But my last time playing was DS1, really. And I went with the super light build, so I had the fast roll. And now I'm realizing that, like, oh, I miss it. I wish I was fast again. I'm just medium here. That's taking a little bit of time to get used to. I wanted to hit both of you. Here's what I should do. Since I'm online, may as well. Don't know if there are any NPC invasions in the area, but there are other people playing. Maybe I'll run into an actual human. It's good to have PS Plus back. There you guys. Oh, you guys come up no matter what. I thought you guys only protected that item. Oh, magic pixel. Oh. That didn't hit me. Okay, good. Totally thought I got Lloyd's Talisman. Or, what do they call it in this game? Undead Hunter Charm. Because no one remembers who Lloyd is, apparently. There you are. I was never worried that I wasn't going to pick them up. Yet another bonfire. This is more or less the proper start of the area. I think this is where they name it too. The Dragon Barracks. None of these guys are alive, I think. So there's a guy, I think, protecting that. How do I get up there? There he is. Not that he was supposed to be hidden or anything. Well, there is one of our friends. And this is a dead end from this way, I think. Yeah, there's nothing I can do there. Let's drop over here. That was good. So now there's two of them. That's all that's on this side, right? There are two ledges, so I have to actually go back and drop again to get whatever that is. Woo! Glad I got you before you popped off. Oh, but that one's gonna be a problem. Is there anything I can do? No. I should have kept my pyromancy flame with me. Shit. Through the wall. I'm dead. Oh boy. I don't like those guys. Goddamn game's loud. Let me go 50 on that. And open OBS. And alter that a little bit. I do a couple test swings. Hopefully that's good. Chunk. That's worth it. Now this time I'm gonna get the drop on you. Hopefully. Ah, crap, I missed. Well, knocked me out of that animation. Okay, don't miss the drop attack next time. Gonna be a long night. I was actually hoping to beat the main game tonight. Or at least get up to the last boss. I'm undecided on whether or not I want to beat the main game final boss and then do the DLC. Or do DLC, then main game final boss. Thankfully this game gives you that option. As did Dark Souls 2. Gotcha. There's no way up that way, so I gotta go this way. And don't think I forgot about you. I know you're right around the corner, you bastard. Where are you? I hear you. Ah, shit, camera. I know you're there, but she's gotta do that first. Twinkling not worth it. Pop that. Raw gem? I wonder if that's a decent drop from them. Although it's not very useful at this point in the game. Got one Estus back, I think. Winged Knight? Yeah. Did that hit me? It did. Goddamn Lloyd's Talisman. Where are you? Son of a bitch. Is it you? Yeah, it was you. What a dick. Oh well. I don't think anything can hurt me over here anyway. Not anymore. That's the bonfire, so made the full circuit. Though I don't think either of you are technically dragons. I believe you're wyverns. Wyverns? Ah, tried to roll through it. Hold on, I want want to fight you guys over here. There's another asshole throwing those talismans. Shit. There we are. Ah, got me. Gotta back up. Back up and play safe. I didn't think he could hit me from here. Now, luckily, the Ring of the Evil Eyes helping a little bit. Oh, it was a different guy. It was you. Or no, did you jump down here? I think you did. You ass. Yeah, he jumped down. What an asshole. He starts up over here on this ledge where there's an item, and you have to, like, go through more of the stage to get to him. But he fucking fell down and followed me over here and threw the fucking Lloyd's Talisman at me. What a bastard. I don't think there's anything in this corner. Although it's possible to fall down into here, I guess you have to get that item. I should have hit him first instead of the shield guy. Oh. No, roll. How are you both just barely alive? Kuba stomp. Large. Right. Oh, we're coming up to my favorite room in the game. There's something else in here. I don't think so. So this is where that guy was. Something to my left? No. This down here is my favorite room in the game. There's a friend down here. By friend, I mean one of these little Irithyll Knight dudes. I believe he drops the rapier. The Irithyll rapier, which is what I have, except a rapier instead of a sword, straight sword. Ah. There we go. Gives it to me automatically. But what I love about this room, you got some chests in here. I believe they're all real. I don't think any of them are mimics. So let me count how many there are in here. There's 1. Okay, these ones I can see the chain on, so they're both real. 2. Oh, that's helpful. 3. There a 4th one, maybe? I don't think there's anything. I think it's 3. Make sure I don't look stupid and miss one. Oh, there's a 4th. You're real. 4. Incredible. What I love about this room is not the Irithyll rapier or even the 4 chests. My favorite thing about this room and why I love it so much is that if you are a fan of the Super Best Friends, as I am, when they LP'd this game and Pat was on controls, he went on a big rant at about this point in the stage about a condition known as, I don't know if it's like technically termed as either inattentive blindness or inattentional blindness, but it's basically the idea that when you're focused on one thing, you can end up being blind to other things, so they've kind of coined it the LP tax, and like how when they're actually recording videos they can miss really obvious things that are right in front of their faces. And in the case of Dark Souls, that's often Pat missing items and stuff, even though everyone who's fucking watching the videos can see big glowing items that he misses. So he goes on this big little rant, this little soliloquy about this condition, and as he's doing it, he walks down into this room, stands in front of all 4 of those fucking chests, and walks away and doesn't open a single fucking one of them. Never sees them. It's amazing. It's the greatest thing I've ever seen. It's art. It's so funny that it's not even comical. It's a masterpiece. Okay. Now into here. There's like 30 enemies in this fucking room. Now, I shouldn't talk. I'm sure I've missed one here or there. But at the same time, I've played this game before. And I more or less know where the really good ones are. Although, I guess it does get a little muddied after you've played all the games. DS1 is really easy to remember for some reason. I think it's because DS1 has a bunch of useless shit in it. As much as I like that game, very oftentimes, especially like in the second, or no, like the final third of the game, like after Ornstein and Smough in particular. And because like at that point it opens up to where it's like, well, I mean, I know that the beginning of the game is like, you can go to this place, but the real answer is like, but you're not supposed to. In the final third of the game, it's like, no, literally, you can do one of those 4 areas in whichever order you'd like. You can go into the fucking Tomb of the Giants first, or you can go to the archives first, or whatever. And it's all about the same in terms of difficulty. But the problem with that is that that last third of the game, you very, very often, like, risk your ass to pick up items, and you're like, wow, this item is really good for a different build except for mine. And that happens all the time in that game, especially because of the weird upgrade system with all the different color Titanites. Like, if you didn't know what, there's a part in the Crystal Caves after the Duke Archives where you fight Seath, and there's a item that you have to go across a invisible walkway to get. And unless people have been very kind and left tons of notes for you to see, it's pretty hard to make it across that path, because like the last part of it's really obtuse and not what you would expect it to take. So you would want to bring a lot of those little prism stones to put on the ground to mark your way, to find your way through there. Anyway, my point is that you're like, oh, I really want this item. I bet it's super good. And I think it ends up being like a blue Titanite slab, which is great if that's what your weapon needs. But if you're running like a standard build, that's completely worthless. Okay. So this garbage, I think, is called Pus of Man, which is apparently corruption of the Abyss. Which can apparently infect non-human things. So I think both of the wyverns / dragons outside should be dead. Like, that one died already. So I can go explore around him freely now. I can hear a crystal lizard somewhere. It might be above me. Who cares? At this point, I doubt it's anything good. Could be to my right. Oh, there it is. What is it? More twinkling. This stage got very quiet without them Titanite scale is very useful, though. But now I can freely pick all this stuff up. Whoops. I just missed the one that was on that ledge. Find gem. Ember. Find gems are very good. I believe I already used one in my off time. Yeah, this guy's all screwed up too with the pus. I don't think I can hit it from here. Above me. You're welcome, Zero. Glad you got that plat. I haven't done it myself yet. I still have to do the secret boss fight. I saw my friend in person attempt it like a week ago or so. And he didn't really go in with much of a strategy. That was like the most I'd ever seen of it. I encountered it once in the Japanese version and by accident. That didn't go well. That was like early New Game Plus on my first like NG Plus run. And that blew up in my face. So I don't know the entire strategy for winning that secret fight yet. When I do get to play that game more in my private time, because I've been... You're alive. I think I did see you. When I get to play P5 again in my private time, because I got to do the videos of the new game run. And you're a mimic. That did not do a lot of damage. Anyway, when I was doing the P5 videos, obviously I still got to play all that on New Game, but I still have a private New Game Plus run going that I left off, I think, in May. I got far enough to fuse the Heroes Ultimate Persona in New Game Plus. So I got the trophy for that, the one for completing the compendium. Oh! Oh no, he got me. I thought I... Oh, but I survived. I thought I had sidestepped him. I like you, crawling mimic. Hey, the symbol of avarice. I wonder if that was luck or if that was the last mimic I'm going to encounter. It might be. Although I don't know if that's a thing. I think that was a thing in Dark Souls 1. Something about, supposedly one mimic will always drop the symbol of avarice, and if you don't get lucky then the last one will, but I don't know if they did that past the first game. Anyway, I'm glad to have that. The symbol is super good in Dark Souls 1, as was the Silver Serpent ring, the coveted Silver Serpent, because in that game... bosses die with like incredibly slow animations, so you could always just kill it, like get the final hit, and then immediately go into your menu and equip the symbol and the ring and get like, I don't know what the percentage is, like maybe 15% extra souls or something like that with the two of them combined. Somewhere around there. Maybe it's like 17.5. Oh, you buffed up. What a dick. And I'm out of Estus, so... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Roll. Iframes. I'm dead. And I didn't open the gate. Oh well. The wyverns stay dead. So nothing strong stands between me and getting to that gate. I think they stay dead. They better stay dead. I would think. Maybe the pus doesn't stay dead. I don't know. I'm carrying around a lot of souls. Where I was. Oh no, the gate opened. Or did they open it? No, I opened it. I fucking pulled the lever and wasn't thinking. Good. Means I can get that shit back really easily. Okay, there you are. I need to get rid of you. Fuck off. Ah, you already got him, you bastard. Alright, let's fight over here. Big open area. I can... Shit. Oh, well, there goes 100,000. Oh well, I'm not too worried about the souls. I mean, the only reason I'm getting so many is because I'm cheesing it out with the Shield of Want and the Serpent Ring. Although that was kind of in anticipation of, like, increasing soul count, because I knew I wouldn't, with like a stream format, I wouldn't be getting too many like extra souls in my off time goofing around. So no big deal. With those two items, whatever I get from the last little boss run of this area will be perfectly fine. What level am I at? 80? I think I like beat the game my first time through like at 100, so that's not that bad. I can't tell if I'm better or worse at this game than I was now. Then, I mean, obviously I wasn't trying to talk to people while playing it the first time. But I also obviously went into DS3 like not that too far off of Bloodborne. And they are a lot more similar. I feel like Bloodborne prepares you better for this game than the other Dark Souls games do. Especially, well, at least when it comes to boss fights. Like, level traversal, standard enemies, it's a little different. But boss fights are incredibly similar. Maybe I should be going to your left. Or no, that would be your right, my left. Thanks. I feel like using that Titanite on something. I don't know what I'd use it on though. I do have, I'm not using it because I don't think it's at the level I want it at yet. Where is it? Refined Lothric Sword. That's what I've been upgrading in this side. Just because I like the sword. I like the Dark Sword too, but I don't know. Got a little tired of it because I used it a lot in my first run. Nothing. Oh. Is that the boss? I think it is. But there's still an entire area over to my left. I think there's a ladder around here somewhere. There it is. Oh, that's right. There's this drop. Can I hit you from here? That did way more damage to me. That was not worth it. Oh, that's Curse. Well. That was the saddest realization of I'm being cursed. Oh, it's too late. Unfortunately, Curse got super nerfed after the first game. I say fortunately because it is fortunate. I don't know if I miss it though. I guess it sucked. In the first game, when you, I guess for anyone that doesn't know, Curse would like, well, I think it changed after like original patches from like, well, the original game to, it got nerfed even then in the first game, where I think they changed how it worked a little bit, but it did decrease your maximum health. And it would stack on itself every time you died while cursed, so you could like bring your health down to like 25% or whatever. And you had to have items that would break curse, or there was an NPC that could do it. which was really inconvenient the way travel kind of worked in that game, at least until the last third of it. Tried to kick. Oh, there's Frostbite. I got greedy. Yeah, I need to take care of you too. Problem solved. Guarding helped me there. Even though he went through it a little bit. I had rolled too early. Way too early. Luckily I had just enough stamina to get that block in. I will use that. You guys drop a lot of Ember. Also don't know if this game does it. I don't think it does. I'll say the first two games did it for sure, but there's a really cool system that you're online and other players in the world... I missed. If other players in the world died via curse, they're... instead of like bloodstains, you would see like their petrified remains. So you would just see like stone bodies that are on their knees begging for mercy. That's another player that got cursed. God damn it. Guts! Gatsu. Oh, I should get away from this then. Oh, we got a nice big arena. Is that him? There he is. What's up, bro? Cosplay build. I'm never great with greatsword users, so I'm probably gonna get bodied. He went all in on the character modeler too. He did a pretty good job with the face. Oh, he's gonna hit me with a fucking crossbow. Good job, man. I forgot that they put that in this game too. The funny thing is, in the first game, the greatsword was not nearly as pronounced, even though it kind of had the same intention of being like, look, it's Guts' sword. They clearly did that, like, well, they put tons of shit in to just reference Berserk. But they did it, and like the sword was solid, but it wasn't as like overt as it ended up being in the future. So Dark Souls 2 rolled around, and the team that worked on that game was just like, fucking go all in and make it as big as possible, and that just stuck. Make it super obvious that it's Guts' sword. Okay, that's as far as you want to go, huh? I should use another Ember. I should be safe for invasion, assuming this game has the covert countdown timer. I think it does. No big deal. And dying by invasion is part of the experience. I think the only one of the games I've been decent in PvP is Bloodborne. But I think it's because when that game was relatively fresh in like its first 6 months or so, a lot of people ignored Blood Tinge in favor of going strength, or skill. So I invested a lot in skill in Blood Tinge, and a certain pistol in that game is incredibly powerful with Blood Tinge, and what do they call that item that strengthens bullets? Like Hunter Bone Ash or something like that. So the combination of gunfire, potential riposte, visceral attacks in PvP is just like stupid good in that game. At least it was. Don't know what the Bloodborne PvP community is rocking right now. Good job, buddy. Okay, I remember what that is. That's actually a shortcut, not to here, but from here. Yeah. I should have unlocked this earlier. It's not a huge deal, though. And I shouldn't have written this down. That was unnecessary. Although I guess it shows where it is. This is near the Dancer bonfire. Oh, that's right. I was rocking Artorias' stuff at the end of the last stream, but I changed it out. I wanted to go for like a semi-canon look. There isn't really... I mean, I don't know. Depends how you feel about the word canon in Dark Souls when it comes to the player character. But the... what do they call this guy? The Ashen one, or the Champion of Ash or whatever. He doesn't have like a strict, hard canon look. As far as I know, there's only like... shit. I think he once gets a piece of artwork. I think there's like official art of him putting up the banner that you get after you beat Vort, the Boreal Valley. And he has the Night Set on. So that's my headcanon, is that the Night Set is the official look. Because most of this game's art is actually not of the player character, but of the Soul of Cinder. That command came out late. Shit. I've been back to the bonfire so many times. I should have just put on the Pyromancy Flame and attuned to spell. Basic Fireball would have helped. Heat Trop is a large shard. But it allows me to get this. Oh, the Wyvern gives you 2 chunks. That's technically his body. Okay, that's decent. And don't think I forgot about you, you fuck. Oh, lock on, please. The Sunlight Straight Sword. That would be Solaris Sword. What's it doing here? Don't worry about it. Although it does actually make sense that it would kind of be in this area. Is there any other way other than going back the way I came? Guess not. Alright, you see that body just freak out in the distance? This one, I think it was. When you turn the camera too quickly, it has to like reload back in the stuff that you walked away from. So sometimes you'll just see bodies fling around. Up we go. Let's see, is there anything on this side? 1 item. Or chunk. How much do I have now? 15. Wow. That's super good. I don't like this setup. Okay, one of you taken care of. Gotta back up. Rolled too early. It's gonna work out though. Crappy helm. Ooh, almost fell off. Anything up here? Someone must have written a fake illusory wall message. That's a lot of appraisals. Or ratings. Oh, the fucking message system in this game is so dumb. It's really annoying that they went through Deaths, all of Dark Souls, and Bloodborne. Well, I guess it would be Deaths, PS1 and 2, Bloodborne, and then ultimately this game. There's a fucking ladder. I'm a dumbass. And they never fixed the rating system. So oftentimes, especially when the games first launched, you'd get really bad messages about, like, typically fake illusory walls are the most annoying. But then there'll be people being like, try jumping off in front of like a fucking death drop. And so people will be like, you're a liar. I'm gonna rate your message foul or poor or whatever. So when you then view messages in the world, you see how many ratings they have, but it doesn't tell you like what the percentage of the ratings are in terms of like positive or negative. You just see how many people interacted with it. So this has 343 appraisals. So maybe they did fix it, but now, with all due respect to this dude and his nice either Silver Knight or Black Knight getup, the helm at least, I'm going to rate it poor. And you see it went from 348 to 349. Now, I doubt many people were giving this guy bad messages in front of the fucking broken sunlight altar, where you get to praise the sun, and you can join the Sunlight Covenant and offer your medals. Let's see what this is. More Titanite skill. Perfect. But when it comes to, like, crucial messages, like, you know, jump off here. Illusory wall ahead. Try blank. You can never tell who the liars and the truthers are, thanks to the way the stupid rating system works. I'm not worried about these 70,000 souls. Let's fight the boss. See who we have here. The port account. Fantastic. Glad to know your heart's in it. Doc Croc, wearing the Anorondo Firekeeper set, the brass set. Hermione. What are you rocking? Like, not what I was expecting. I was expecting a Sork build. I'm gonna go in by myself. I actually like this boss a lot for dumb reasons. So we're fighting the Dragon Slayer armor, which is suspiciously similar to Ornstein from DS1. Not identical, but similar. And what I love about it is, well, I did a lot of damage there. Is if you've played DS1 and then DS2, you know that DS2 has a boss called the Old Dragon Slayer, which is identical to Ornstein visually. Although he has dark magic for some reason. And it really doesn't make sense because he shows up in a place where it's like, A, why are you alive? B, why are you here? And there are never answers to those questions. And then Dark Souls 3 comes around and kind of introduces this concept of like Dragon Slayer armor. And I always kind of took it as a, God, that fucking killed me. As a way to kind of like retcon the use of the old Dragon Slayer in TS2. I like that a lot, actually. Because it doesn't make sense. And I'm not a lore hound, but even I was like, this doesn't make sense. Why is fucking Ornstein in DS2? Because, like, I guess if you're not too familiar with Souls, they all take place in the same universe, but when they take place is really complicated. Like, I guess they do take place in order for certain. It's not like just a prequel or anything. So 2 is after 1, but it's really not clear how long it's been since the first game, or if you're even on like the same continent as the first game or anything. I should try this one. I think this one's the fastest. I always got the sense that 2 was supposed to take place like on a completely different like physical landmass. The location in 2, Drangleic, I thought it was supposed to be like Australia, to be honest, because you see like a map of it, and which is I think unique to DS2. I don't think any other game is just like, here's a freaking map of the place you are. And it's not like a map. It's not like a usable map. It's a floor and a building that like shows you how big the continent is. Whoops. You know what that was? Me pointing the camera the wrong way and then hitting R1. That was Caligula. That was bad muscle memory. Anyway, so you see like the map of Drangleic, and it looks like it's a massive island. But I don't know, maybe the borders are supposed to just signify the kingdom itself. I don't know. But it does look like a big island. A big freaking continent island, kind of like Australia. And that game was supposed to... That game gets a lot of shit because Dark Souls 1, like the actual places you go and like the way everything connects to itself makes a lot of sense. So it's one of those things that people who really love that game will bring up, that like... You see, it's kind of like a... Not to bring up like this now 10-year-old video game trope, but like, you see that thing? You can go to that. And it always like makes sense even if it's not like the exact same 3D model or whatever, but like Let me think of a good example. So in the first main area of the game, where Firelink is in Dark Souls 1, if you go over to like the edge and look down, you can actually see Blighttown, because Blighttown isn't like underground, it's just way far down, but you can see Blighttown from Firelink. You can see all sorts of locations, like when you first get to Anor Londo, you can see the Duke's Archives up on the hill. When you're underground, you can see like Izalith from the Tomb of the Giants. You even see a hint of Ash Lake. And people broke the game down in like 3D map viewers and found that like the physical space actually makes sense. That it's usually very, very consistent. It's not perfect. A couple areas are a little fudged, but it's really good. And it doesn't just like have nonsensical locations coming out of nowhere. But then Dark Souls 2 is the exact opposite of that. Okay, get away. Like Dark Souls 2's worst one is you go to a location called Earthen Peak. That's like a poisonous windmill area. I don't know how to describe it. It's super weird. But yeah, you're like, it's kind of rocky, and you're in this windmill that's filled with poison, and after you clear it, you're like at the top of this windmill and you beat the boss there, you then ride an elevator that goes up, and then when you get out of the elevator, you're, what's it called, Iron Keep? And it's like this massive fucking lava area that's just like fire and lava as far as you could possibly see. And it doesn't make any fucking sense how Earthen Peak could possibly connect to it. I can't remember who said it, but someone was like, it makes so little sense that it makes me think that the guy who designed the elevator was supposed to make it go down instead of up. Because if it was underground, it would sort of make sense. But how you go from like an area that has a bunch of windmills and shit, and you ride it up, and like when you're outside of Earthen Peak, like there's nothing in the sky, there's nothing there, so it doesn't make any fucking sense. Well, at least I could tank that. Also, the dragon things on the outside are, I think, sending in some attacks. They're technically what's controlling this bro. Like, there's not a guy in there, he's just armor. These fuckers over here, they're controlling him. And I think they're gonna, like, fuck off now. Are they dead? There they go. Bye. Bye. Oh no. Just clip through that building. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna read his soul, actually. I don't remember what it says. Soul of the Dragonslayer armor, one of the Twisted Souls, steeped in strength. The Dragonslayer armor controlled by the Pilgrim Butterfly. Lost its master long ago, but still remembers their sporting hunts. So, was it Ornstein's armor? I don't fucking know. That also doesn't make sense in this game because you get Ornstein's armor in a different location. So I guess they're the Pilgrim Butterflies. But there's still other ones flying around, I think? There's supposed to be ones that are like purely aesthetic in the background. Like, oh, there's one. There he goes. Alright, now we can go back to Firelink. Upgrade that sword a little bit. My side sword. Might end up using that at the very end. Because I know that the Aerithil sword's damage output's going to catch up to me eventually. It's only maxed out because I got a lot of Twinkling Titanite earlier.
Is good, wasn't he?
Let's see. It's this one. I've also been considering... Whoops, I keep hitting cancel instead of okay. And I need a slab. right. Did I use a slab? Did I use a slab? Maybe I did. Could have sworn I had one. If I did use it, I don't remember. Let me go into shields. Oh. That one ends up needing a slab. Oh, the Airthill sword must have used the slab.
Be careful.
Yeah, maybe it's special Titanite, like it goes twinkling, 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 twinkling slab. I don't remember. Probably. That makes sense. Let's level up. I miss Bonfire Chan. I miss having the ability to just level up at bonfires. Hold up. Let me compare weapons first. Oops. Equipment. Let's see. Do some math here. 330, 343. 270, 220. Skilling's B. There goes skill.
Welcome home, speaker.
Because now that that's refined, it's pure quality weapon. I can make my build a little bit more quality. I don't know if I have soul items to get that last 10,000. I ended up using all of them in my off time. I ended up buying just tons of stuff, like things I don't need, like miracles and spells. Because I kind of figured that one day, if I want to play this file in New Game Plus, that this would be the file I'd use to platinum the game, if that time ever comes. Like, I'm not committed to that. Inventory. Okay, I have some. I picked up a few. That's 8,000. I keep forgetting that there's an easier way to do this. I think if you go to the handmaiden over there and sell them, you get the exact same amount that you would get when you use them, but it'll just tell you what you're going to get. You don't have to kind of remember based on name and appearance of the item. I think I'll probably end up respecking before DLC. Travel to the armor. Oh, this next area is really cool. I guess I should do this. Like, obviously there's still the last optional area in the main game that I haven't gone to. Forgot what it's called. It's the Get Fucked area. It's the domain of the huge badass. What do you mean, what am I doing up? This is my regular schedule now. I was up until like noon yesterday, and then I slept until like 6:30 in the evening. Is there anything on the side over here? Oh, I didn't burn my undead bone shard. Ah, screw it. Do it next time. Oh, that's right, there's another fucking bonfire here. That's ridiculous. Like, I get that they wanted to keep the custom of giving you a bonfire for every boss killed, because you don't technically know what's beyond that boss room. Red Archives key. Eee, look at that. I get that was Gothard's body. In wrong shit. It's the fancy looking one. Fire fading and the spreading pus of men tainting the castle. The Grand Archives closed its doors for good. Today only a few of its keys remain. This one likely belongs to Gothard, one of the king's black hands who fled the castle. Well, he didn't get very far now, did he? Unless someone else took it and brought it here, but then why would they have the twin swords? The hunters known as the king's black hands wielded paired weapons. These belong to Gothard, who fled the castle. Okay, so these are specifically his. Gothard rose quickly through the knighthood, no surprise to those who have witnessed his swordsmanship, and then skill stuff. That is a little confusing to read about. Let's see. You were not a very fashionable guy, Gothard. To hear that he escaped, but he didn't really, because he made it out this door and then ate it. This area is freaking cool. Oh, that's right. Crystal Sages. Wow. You know, I was worried about you running away, but in the end, you ended up making me look like a bitch. Now, this practice is what I like to call NESing, or being Nest or NESed. And that is when you take a boss earlier in the game and you just make it a regular enemy later in the game. Souls loves to do that, but that is a thing that's been going on for 30 plus years. At least that's how I feel about it. That's like a old game thing to do, where like the first boss you beat is all of a sudden a normal enemy in the last level, like Castlevania 1. How did you not see me? Oh, okay. Also, I think I went and got what's his face, Grey Rat killed. I've never been good at the NPC stuff in this game. Like, I did a little bit more of a Henri's quest line, you bastard. Even though obviously I'm not going for the third ending, which I've never actually completed myself. The first time I played the game, I went for the second ending. Oh, dude, that's right, you're dead. Usually they don't die standing up. Usually get flipped over and die. I think to prevent this exact problem. I could hear you. Also, I'm not a huge fan of the NPCs in this game. I think they're actually the weakest out of the three. And the second one's isn't great, but I like it more than this one's actually. Although DS2's NPCs are like a little heavy-handed. They don't have like fleshed out stories. It's morally just they all go hollow. Crap. Now, thankfully, once you're in backstab animations, you're invincible. Because it sure would be bullshit and unfair to the player if they were getting fucking hit by things while in animation that they can't control. Dark Souls 2. Fucking hate that shit. And also for my money, because this is like one of those conversations that's brought up all the time with Souls. To me, 2 is the hardest one. Like, the first game's not actually that hard, especially, I guess, with all the games that came out after it. Certainly it has its hard moments, but I would say it's overall... I don't know if it's easier than this one. Probably is. Like, you get a lot of good shit in this game. Like, rolling's super good. Just like the overall, like, player flexibility is a lot better in this game. You know, because it's post-Bloodborne life and whatnot. But I kind of feel like that applies to enemies as well. So it evens out. But everything's so slow in DS1, and I guess kind of predictable once you've played the games that came after it. But 2's a pain in the ass. Particularly with levels. Bosses aren't necessarily always that hard. But level ganks are high in that game. Playing Scholar of the First Sin, I would actually get like stuck in areas for an hour. It's also the... oh, that's right. The whole reason I did the whole candle wax thing I just did that I didn't acknowledge. You dip your head in the shit and these guys can't hurt you. They just give you little pats on the head. Looks cool though, don't it? I hope so. Hope it looks cool on the internet. Because I'm sure it's being killed by compression. YouTube and Twitch compression is going to destroy the visual effect on those guys. Yeah, look at this great gank. You come up here chasing the crystal lizard and these guys get you. The wax does not last forever, so I need to actually progress while I have it on. What's up, man? Scholar Candlestick. Don't know how frequent of a drop that is for those guys. Ah, fucking Crystal Sage, where are you? One level above me. Just ignore him for now. Or Chunk. I can't remember where the guaranteed slab is. I got the Sigurd one. Get rid of you. Anyone else? Yeah, you guys. Damn it. Okay. Try this again. 1 and 2. I'm going to get over here so I can do this. That way my wax won't run out. Or no, I guess that takes it off. I didn't know that actually. I thought it would just re-up. Okay. Now I got a fresh batch on me. Go chase out that motherfucker. Hello. Oh, I didn't see you. Didn't see either. No, there's only one of you. Right? No, there's 2 of you. Good ambush. Oh no. Back up. That was well timed. Otherwise, I would have been dead. Fucker. I'm dead. And I didn't unlock a shortcut. Great. I don't think it was too far away either. I think I was like maybe 3/4 of the way there. Alright, let's get rid of you guys so nothing follows me. That is the oldest trap in the book. I can hear you. Now, why 3 games in they were still doing the gank where an enemy runs away from you as if it wasn't super obvious that it was a trap? I don't know. That does a lot of damage through shields. Hey, I got a little bit of frostbite right at the end. That helps. So hopefully that means he's done in 2 encounters. Hey, you need to go. Ah, you bastard. That's for later. You piece of shit. Cool effect, though. I don't remember whether or not you follow me if I run by you, so I'm just gonna get rid of you now. Crap. Let's do this. Oh, I wish that would kill in one. Just look at these fucking ropes just clip through the bottom of the ground. Doesn't look great. Oh, I got you on the backswing. Great. Ah, I'm fucking dead. Where is the other one? He's around. I think there's a second one somewhere. Get in my body, caffeine. Ah, you motherfucker. One too many swings. Stuff like that gets you killed. Nothing. Oh, well. Get your desired effect. From up above. Oh, are you fucking serious? I thought that the, what's the word I'm looking for? Barrister would protect me. I was like, he's not gonna hit from this angle. The Sage might, but the other guy won't. You fuck. One, two, three. So caster's 3. Everyone else is 2. Oh, wait. The wax. Can't be too hasty. Second time I did that. You should be 3, right? 1, 2, 3. At this point, I don't care if they drop anything. Let's get through the zone. Yes, please drop and come down here with me. Get you away from those other 2. One, 2. One, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Sorted. Counting swings helps. So did I check my stats? I don't know if I dreamt this or not. I can't remember if maybe I didn't. It was all in my head. I thought I might have gotten intelligence to have that asshole come back to Firelink Shrine. The guy who's like, get away from me. You are too stupid for my sorceries. Can't remember what he's named in this game. Who cares? The guy's a dick. Onward. That's completely worthless now. Alright, that was the outside of shit where I had just come from. 1, 2. 1, 2. 2. Okay. Guess I was wrong. In terms of the way that the wax re-upping works. I had it right the first time. I don't know what the hell happened. More of that. Back to over 100k. And I got unwaxified. I'm dead. Fuck. The wax slide. Did I not just re-up and come out with the full stick thing? Little full candle head? I swear it did. Maybe, I guess if you have it on and you do it again, it doesn't actually re-up. You stay on the same counter? That's the way it works. And the first time I did that, it was just oddly timed to where it actually ran out in the middle of my animation of getting up. Sage just stayed dead, by the way. So, don't have to deal with this bullshit again. It's really weird. I didn't know that. Or if I did, I completely forgot. But I know it for now. No Sage will make this run a bit easier. But I can't get cocky. Right. The PS4 Pro performance patch in this area really doesn't help. It still feels like it's 30-ish. Like maybe mid to high 30s. Definitely not approaching 60 in this area. It only rarely ever does. Not as bad as the FF15 patch, though. Thankfully, I never updated that game, FF15. So, if I stream it in the near future, which is something that's been on the table, I still have the original Pro patch with the higher resolution and light mode locked at 1080p 30 versus the variable one that they put out later, which sucks. Is not good in any way. Jesus Christ, I can't believe that hit me. Oh no. Oh no. I come up behind that guy. I probably should have been doing this before with the Sage, but forgot the ladder was here, so sue me. Nah, you're gonna leave me alone, hopefully. Lead? Oh, because you're using the sword. Alright, let's ember. This one's really obvious. Another Irithyll friend. Hello. I get frostbite. Okay, gotta stay in the center of the room because I don't know when this thing's gonna run out. Oh, that was not the time to go for a parry. Oh, gutsy, but it worked. Okay, they're called Outrider Knights. That's right, I think that's like their order. And I got his cool shit now. I can maybe put that on. Not gonna do it now. Okay, stay away from the center of the room. I mean the walls. Stay in the center of the room. The wax is gone. Soulstream. Pretty sure that's what sages have been using. Just saw that body flop. Though I remember being a bit disappointed with this game's armor sets, just in terms of like fashion. I'm disappointed that Gwendolyn's set isn't in this game because it's like my favorite set in the first game. And you would think, you know, with Aldrich taking Gwendolyn and everything, but nope, can't get it. You bastard. Should have killed you guys. There's a lever somewhere around here. I know there's a shortcut. Okay, there's this. There should also be a lever somewhere in the center of the room as well. This one's a useful shortcut because this goes right to the beginning. It's like moving a single bookcase over, down. Bitch, don't blow darts at me. I have post-blow dart traumatic syndrome. Played Dark Souls 1 twice in the last month. Don't like blow darts. Send that back down. Now, this is where I came from. Which is fine. There was some other stuff I wanted to look at over here. Oh, I already looked at this corner. Trying to remember how this works. This place is very similar to an area in Bloodborne's DLC. More scale. This just drops down, right? Okay. God, why can I not remember it? Oops. Bingo. Thank you, messages. I should be a good guy and give you guys your appraisals. Scholar ring. I'm positive I know what that does. And it's not useful for me. Oh, someone ate it. Sneaky backstab to start the fight. Alright, that was greed. Too much greed. That's right, this drops into an area? Or no, this is death. What am I missing here? On this side, there's... That's right. You end up being able to drop in here. I haven't gotten high enough yet. Got it. We'll need to go up and around that way. Now shut up. No, this area sucks. They're away. Okay, that's right. There are a couple possible drops. I want to wax myself up and get back up to that location because it's just full of those arm guys. Bastards. Right. Giant scale, not worth it. Fine work. There might have been a couple other drops that you can make from where I just came from. Check that out later. Oh, I shouldn't have done it with this one. I should have waited for the one that's further up. Hopefully it'll be okay. Oh, I should have taken the shortcut. Well, this will give me a chance to get rid of some of the guys that are bothering me. This guy. You have shot enough projectiles. God, they're just throwing it at you. Let me off. Let's see. Well, this way. Hopefully this wax lasts long enough. Should. Let's see, is there a way to drop off on the right? Perhaps not. No. Oh, I think I know you get that. Oh, I missed that ladder. Fuck. Worry about that later. Worry about that ladder later. Alliteration. It's fun for everyone. Okay, let's deal with this party area right here. Jesus Christ. This will protect me for a small instance. Shit. 2 down. That's right, I can't roll. Now I can. Okay, now before this crap runs out, just get whatever's here. Soul item. Not great. Alright, get out of here. Did I get everything? Oh, you motherfucker. I think I did. Thank you for this aerial view of the area. Here you. There you are. Fuck, I missed. Luckily, you went into that little alcove there and says straight forward. Hopefully this lasts long enough so I can get this item. It fucking just ran out! Let's just stand here for the next 15 seconds. How's your day going? Oh boy. I had a feeling that was exactly what was going to happen. As soon as I went for it, I was like, it's gonna run out on the way to the item. Okay, let's just let that go down. So I can get out of this hellhole. What a cool enemy idea. One of the better uses of, like, area denial. Okay, I didn't have to worry as much as I thought, but whatever. Okay, so this is the outside area. I'm almost out of Estus as well. I guess if it comes down to it, I could always pop an Ember. Do I have any one-time use items? I have a single Divine Blessing. Not as though I'm going to end up using that in a crucial time. So I suppose I could use that if I really needed to. What I could do, let's go into my equipment, because I'm carrying around a lot at this point. Take off Ring of the Eagle Eye. I have 3 Rings of Sacrifice, may as well use one. That way if I do die, I won't lose like 200,000 souls. Just go spend them. I knew these guys were going to be in the area, but I was thinking a little further down than this. Just go down. There you go. Yeah, you're alive. You're one of those guys. I don't think I've ever noticed you standing there before. You were one of the guys I was thinking of, though, before I ended up finding your bro. I know that you get over here. There should be like a rooftop with 2 crystal lizards. I think it's the one above me. I still vaguely remember this area, even though it's been about a year. He didn't hit me. Didn't guard soon enough. Yeah, fall off, you stupid bastard. You're alive, though. But, can you fly back up here? I don't know. I'm gonna assume that you can't. Since you're not doing it. Okay. You, fuck, I wish I had projectiles. I'll be able to get at least one of these guys. Shit. Alright, got one. Not that I need whatever it's given me. Becoming Titanite and a heavy gem. More of a pride thing. You bastard. I still hear another one. So maybe there is another one in the area. A crystal lizard, I mean. See, there are a bunch of guys down there. Forgot about them. I'll have to deal with them in a second. That's also where the other gargoyle dude dropped down to. Let me get this first. Slow walk. Hi, buddy. Sneaky backstab. Oh, I shouldn't have two-hand. Well, you buff, I'll heal. Final Estus, unless I get some more through various means. Can't remember what affects that in this game. First game, it's definitely people kindling bonfires that you're at. I see you. One behind me? Yeah. Alright, if my health gets down to it, I will use another, or rather, I'll use that Divine Blessing I have. May as well. I won't go further than that door because I know it's out there. There are 3 NPCs out there. Hostile NPCs, I mean. And there's no way I can fight them without Estus. I mean, I might be able to kill one of them. Possibly 2. They are permanent deaths. Alright, I have the final 2 Undead Bone Shards in my inventory now. And I know where the last Estus Shard is as well. That was one of those things I'd actually looked up in the last month and a half. And I had missed an Estus shard somewhere, but I can't remember where it was. And I went back and got it. You jump down here? Can you? Yeah, you can jump down here. I get out of this angle. Staggered you. Fantastic. Just clip into the wall as you die. I feel like there's something out here. Pathway? Or is this just bullshit? I can't remember. Guess it's you can drop down from where he was and that lets you get back down here, I guess. Is that the only purpose it serves? That. Let's take a peek at them. They should be... They're chilling up on the stairs. What assholes. I will deal with them later. I'm going to backtrack a little bit. That was the ambush message. Let's see. Nothing on this right side. Someone's attacking me. Where's that coming from? Up? Oh, that's right. There's a rafter area. Utes on the slug guys. God, this zone keeps going and going. It's so cool. I like it a lot. Oh, that's right. I can't get back from this area, this particular spot, can I? No. Oh, crap. Don't tell me there's not a way down. Or is there another shortcut nearby? Maybe. No, I don't want to play demons. I don't like demons. I just saw that message too, even though it's been like 10 minutes. I honestly don't like demons. It's like my least favorite out of all of them. Okay. I think it's beyond them. That's what sucks. Okay. I mean, with the Ring of Sacrifice on, I lose nothing if I die, so... If I can kite one of them... I can also just cheese it out and like run back as far as I can to where only one of them engages me. The first two proc. So let's lame this out. Run and take a left. Stop chasing. Equipment. Put that Divine Blessing on in case I want to use it. Oh, fucker. What a trap. Alright, I'm using it. Thanks, Guinevere. That's stagger. Alright, that's one. Think I can get a second. You drop something? You sure do. It's your shield. Look at you. It's the shooter as well. What an asshole. The other one coming? The other one's coming. Shit. Alright. Back up. Back the fuck up. You're not getting through this wall, you dumb bastard. You a lady Sork? Yeah. Think so. You fuck. Alright, yeah, come fight me in here. Stun locked me. How'd that go for you? Not all three. Sage's Crystal Staff. I wonder if that's unique from her, or if you could have gotten that with this boss soul? I don't know. No. Where is it? I know it's around here somewhere. Yeah! Yeah. Clutch. Super worth using that Divine Blessing, because this is literally the very beginning of the zone. But before I leave, because it doesn't matter whether or not I die, outside of losing one of my 3 Rings of Sacrifice, I'm going to poke around here and connect that one shortcut I didn't do. So, we're this part out, right? Hold on, let me make a little change here on my end. There we go. I want to put this. That's fine. I'm trying to get in the habit of leaving like my stream open, like an actual like instance of it online, to make sure that everything's running smoothly, which is usually good for that. So keep like a tiny little browser window open, just so that I know for sure. Kick that down. This doesn't go anywhere except... How do I get to this asshole? I think I know how to do it. Put this on. Drop down, right? There he is. Gotcha. Turn around. You're not gonna do anything from here. Oh, you're gonna buff up, huh? Can you even hit me? You totally can. You can clip right through this bookcase. You bastard. Good thing I frickin' guarded. The camera's fucked up, but it worked. Close. Narrow. Maybe dead. Oh, fuck, that didn't kill. Are you serious? Good roll. Gotcha. And I got Estus back. Thank you. Maybe it's just like souls earned in an area or damage dealt, enemies killed. Not sure what exactly causes it. Where are you? The Crystal Chime. Not good for me. still haven't picked that up. God damn it. Oh. Take the ladder. If I can figure out how to get that thing. I think I missed a lever somewhere that affects like the middle of the area, and that might be why I haven't gotten it. Let's see. Feel like that might be it. Could have sworn there was something you can do to the middle of the area that affects everything. Hopefully I'm not imagining that. Look straight down. I missed this chest like an idiot. And it's a real chest. Oh, but it's more Titanite scale. How much do they expect you to use? They already have my shield +4. Guess they thought people would really, really like it. Wow, that's... Whoa, hello. You're the one I knocked off earlier. How have you not zoned out? That's super weird. I've never experienced anything like that. Hi, buddy. You're alive still. Oh, I got a backstab somehow. That was super on purpose. Yeah, that's death. 47 appraisals. How many of those are negative? Okay, great. Might be stuck over here. I have to go through these guys. These multiple guys. Okay. I can do this. That's one of them. Roll away. Roll away now. That's two of them. Okay. Oh, I'm dead. Good use of a Ring of Sacrifice. That was a decent run. Let's go spend that 250-ish. Let's see how long this has been going on. I actually don't intend to fight the boss at the end of this area immediately. Maybe I will. I just thought it'd be more cinematic to leave it and then go do the one optional area I haven't done, that I've been treading on doing forever. Just take me back to Firelink. I check the time in OBS. 2 hours. 2 hours, 10 minutes. At least would like at least to get a few in.
Welcome home, speak.
I don't think there's anything else I need to spend souls on besides levels. Increase my damage output, please. Let's put that at 30, and then I will up Vigor. I'd like to get Vigor to 30 eventually. Nah, just... I trust myself to manage my health and stamina. Here's my damage output. Alright, now let's look at the
Farewell.
Lothric sword. We're rocking, what, 366 versus 250. It's slightly better, right? Or no, it's like 1 point off. Do that math again. 380. 365. Wow, they're super close. What about... look at all the other things. Critical goes up. Let's see. Plus, eventually I'm going to be able to get it to plus 10, but there's also the frostbite effect, so leave it alone for now. Probably next level will be switched out. Man, I need to stop talking about wrestling on Twitter. Now I got a bunch of fucking wrestling podcasts following me. What a terrible guilty pleasure to have. The worst one is, if you've been following me, you know I've been rewatching the Attitude Era, as it is known. I mean, I grew up during that, but at the same time, I'm not one of those people that, like, desperately clings to it and is like, dude, died after the Attitude Era. Like, shut up. Shut up, you stupid asshole. I hate people that do that. What was I gonna say? Alright, so I, like, originally made this tweet about, like, that I'm gonna rewatch all those old Attitude Era Raws. And I ended it up with thumbs up if you agree, which is, like, a ancient old, like, wrestling community meme referring to people who genuinely post that on, like, YouTube comments. That's like, it should be changed back to WWF. Thumbs up if you agree. And they, like, literally mean it. But eventually it just became, like, a sarcastic, that's what Attitude Era marks say. Thumbs up if you agree. But now I've had, like, actual Attitude Era, like, fan podcasts, like, tweet me or, like, reply to that tweet, not realizing that it's, like, in jest and in mocking. So stupid. I also plan to go past that era. Like, part of me is like, just do them all. Technically, it's not all, because I would have to start back in, like, 1993 or whatever year that started. That's before my time, brother. Aw, you blocked my last hit, you bastard. You're gonna kill me. Too busy talking about the Attitude Era. He gave me a thumbs down. He didn't agree. I can't blame him. It's not as glorious as some people remember it. It's certainly entertaining. I find myself laughing a lot. Even though, like, a lot of it I remember and am familiar with. There's still a lot of funny shit. But, like, actual, like, rivalry builds are fucking terrible in the Attitude Era outside of the main event. Like, every fucking pay-per-view has, like, some, like, a handful of matches even. There's at least, like, 3 or 4, maybe sometimes 5, that are just, like, not built at all. Like, I recently got through the 1999 Royal Rumble, in which the European title was defended by X-Pac against Gangrel, I think. Yeah, Gangrel. And there's, like, no build to that whatsoever. Now, granted, maybe some of it's happening on Sunday Night Heat, which unfortunately isn't on the network, and is really disappointing. Because for, like, a good 2 years before SmackDown came around, Sunday Night Heat was, like, actually a really good show. And had good stuff going on for it. Where the hell am I going? I guess I have to... How would I do this? this area is confusing. Anyway, like, that title match had no fucking build, and like, that sucks. That's not the way things go now. Like, even minor stuff in the product gets build. Like, there are actual rivalries for all the mid-card titles. Although the one plus about that is that it was much more common to see the mid-card titles defended on television, versus now it's rarely happens. Even rarer for like the top titles, obviously. But, like, it wasn't that unthinkable that like all of a sudden you could have an Intercontinental Championship match and a European Championship match on Raw, unadvertised. They're just happening, and it might actually change hands. It's not a throwaway house show level match. Like, it could happen. Do I want to trek through the long way? No, fuck it. Fuck the middle part of this zone. Fuck those items. I know that they're not going to be worth it. Fuck it. Just get to the end of the zone. It's like right outside this elevator. I just wanted to clear out the middle part and make sure I picked up all the items and shit. At this point, who cares? Like, the only thing that's going to make me better as a character, honestly, at this point is levels. At least for this crappy generic build I've gone with. The standard sword and board bullshit. I'm one of those assholes. It's this stairway. That's progress up there. This isn't. This is a side area. This area, I think, is where the slab is. I think someone drops it. I don't think it's a random drop. I think it's a guaranteed one. Somewhere around here is also the last Estus shard. And god damn it, I didn't burn those undead bone shards again. Okay, I'll get that last Estus flash shard. And, then I'll get my best Estus flask. Oh yeah, the Flip Sun, which is really supposed to look like the dark sign. Cool effect. Somewhere around here, I should be getting ambushed. What's gonna happen here? You can see them. There they go. 3 of them. The bastards. Let's separate them, because you don't want to fight more than one of them at once. I think one of these guys will drop my slab. Crap. Oh, there's a large shard. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it's a random drop. Big boy. Large. Where's the other one? There he is. Guys kind of look like smoke a little bit. Don't know how he missed, but I'll take it. There it is. Okay, maybe he's just the third one you kill automatically drops it. Must be, right? Since they all dropped large. Go up that ladder in a second. What else is over here? Nothing. I believe up this ladder is a ring. I can't remember which ring it is. Good job, guy who landed on that ledge. The Hunter's Ring. I'm gonna guess that increases dex, probably. Oh, that's water. I never noticed that. That's supposed to be? Oh, it looks pretty still. There's a really good series of videos out there on YouTube. Can't remember the name of the channel that makes them. Called Boundary Break. Oh, I remember. It's Limit Breakers. That's the name of their channel. So Boundary Break is like a series of videos they do where they take some popular games and they no clip through them. You know, with PC versions they mod it to go outside the boundaries of where you're supposed to walk. So they did it with DS1 and 3. And one of the cool things they found in DS3, I can't remember where exactly it is, but in one location that's surrounded by mountainsides, it's probably Lothric Castle, it's here, but I think it's in a lower area. I don't know if it's this top area. Like on a cliffside far out in the distance, there is a like 3D modeled village. It's fully modeled. I mean, it's not modeled well, but it exists, and it has some detail to it, like shapes of buildings and houses, and I think like horse stables or something. Damn Estus Shard, I think it's over here. Gotta be. There it is. This is the Estus Shard. And the weird thing is that it's impossible to actually see in the game. It's impossible. You can't physically locate it. There's too much distance. I think there are clouds in the way. The player would never ever be able to see this like tiny modeled area. So the question is like, why is it there? It does bear some resemblance to like the second area of the game, the Undead Settlement. I don't know if it like if it matches up in terms of like physical geography as to where it's supposed to be, but it looks very similar to it. But taking a close look at it in the video, it reminds me a lot of something from Dark Souls 1, which they also did, where they show like locations in the distance and what they look like when you get up to them. So like I talked about earlier, when you get to Anor Londo, you can see the Duke's Archive up on the hill, but like obviously it's not actual Duke's Archive. It's just a model to represent where it is in the world. And so they like no clip up to that, and like the model of it, because it's like a big tower with like some, I think, a little bit of building around it. And it's fully modeled to scale. It's obviously not incredibly detailed, but it's like modeled to scale in terms of what the archive would be in terms of size in the world. It's not a miniature. It's not like an optical illusion. A lot of guys here. God damn it. Okay, I need to get rid of as many of you as I can before your night bro there decides to come have a play date with me. You bastard. Okay, here we go. This is, he's designed like the guy that's near the beginning of the game. Fuck, he killed me. Well, luckily that's not a far trip back. Let me go use that Estus stuff. What was I saying? Alright, the Duke's Archive. But it is fully modeled to scale, and I think there's like even a doorway like on the 3D model that is completely scaled to like the character size as though you were walking into it. Which is weird because when you actually go to the Duke's Archive, you don't like approach it from like you don't enter a big doorway. You kind of take like a tunnel into it. Where you fight those two boars. Back to Firelink. Get this plus 10, 15 drink Estus on. Then I'll have the best Estus in the game. Plus 9. And now I just need to give the last shard to Andre. No, I ended up getting another Divine Blessing. Is that what happened? Yeah, I think it did. I just wasn't paying attention. Don't worry about that stuff. Thank you, Andre.
Be careful. I go.
So I unequip that. Keep going to the wrong one. I should put on my Ring of the Evil Eye again. Oh yeah, I wanted to check out the Outrider stuff. Wonder how heavy it is. I feel like I have just enough weight to wear what I have. So, is it? It's actually significantly lighter by more than a point. So, but it's worse than everything else, obviously. But this would just be for Fashion Souls. Take a look at it. I also got a lot of Silver Knight stuff, as you can tell. I was killing the guys over by Anor Londo to get some souls to buy things my off time. It's okay. Oh, did I put on the wrong fucking body part. Put on the Lothric Knight thing. I put on all the Lothric. I'm an idiot. It's just not where I thought it was. Here we go. Outrider. It kind of looks like... Oh, it totally looks like the Elon Knight set in DS2. I wonder if there's a connection there that I don't know about because I'm stupid. Neato. But I hate the Elon Knight set now. Because in Scholar of the First Sin, the Elon Knights are assholes. They have like an aggro range that's fucking absurdly huge, and then you get to Iron Keep, like fucking 10 of them will just jump you immediately. That's why I don't like Scholar of the First Sin, and I don't think it's actually an improvement overall. I also hate the new final boss. It's fucking horrible. It's like the worst final boss in the entire series, including Deaths and Bloodborne. Alright, travel. You know, for the reputation that Souls has for difficulty and whatnot, I find it to actually be really relaxing. Like, I'm a whole lot more relaxed now than I was the last week playing Caligula. Which I've still been doing over the last 24 hours. I've been playing it more, actually, even though I just beat it. Because I did find the, for anyone that's been watching those streams, I found the, post-game dungeon that I talked about that got added in, like, the final patch of the game. That's in the school. I poked around in there. And yeah, it's strong. It's stronger than the actual final dungeon. The enemies were about at my level, so it was a fair challenge. But I couldn't clear it because it has like this weird gimmick where I hope it's only 2 floors long, where you have to clear out what essentially are mini bosses. Those devout students that like you can't get the jump on. And they're all about in the 30s. I think the first floor they're like level 34, and the second one they're like level 36 or 38. And to open like the door to progress, you have to like defeat all of them. So the first floor has I think 8 of them, and then the second one has 6. So a total of what? That's 14 of those like enemies. So I was playing it last night, and by the way, this area has no save points. So you got to do it in one go. You can't like kill 2 of those bosses and then save and then continue. Got to do them all in one. So I get to the 14th and final enemy, and of course it fucking kills me. It just decides to go right after the main character and no one else, and I get bodied and I lose like the last 2 hours of my life, and I get really mad. So I had to go back to other parts of the game to grind up. I've been trying to get in levels and get my party into the 40s so that I can clear that area out. And I don't know if I'm going to show it off in like stream or video, because I want to know what's at the end of it. I got to, when I got in there, it starts playing the Song of the Wicked, the third to final boss, or the one that I like. The Crazy Girl. So it starts playing her song, and all along I was like, you know, I was like, is that optional dungeon going to have content about her? Is it going to have story content? And the answer might be yes. It's got me all sorts of turned upside down. Of course, in post, I'll fix it. I'll patch that together. That's the worst part. I guess that's not the worst part, but it's still super annoying. Because now YouTube and Twitch will archive that as 2 different streams. And to make it into like one logical video, I have to edit it, to download the archives, and then stitch them together in Premiere. It's annoying. I shouldn't have swung. That was really dumb. What little skill I have has disappeared. Oh, I love you, Walking Sip. I already said that earlier. But it's technically a new stream now, so. Alright, chill. That time two-handing was worth it. I didn't notice until now how... Oh, shit. Wow. Wow. Did you see what they just did? They walked over here and then used the cover that they weren't designed to use. I think that's what happened there. Or else that was one hell of a coincidence. You bastards. I should kick you open, but you're 1 hit away from dying. Just swing. Swing at me. Fine. I knew that's what was going to happen. Kick sucks when it's more than 1 enemy. Also, I didn't want to have to use this Estus. I'm right next to the damn boss. Oops. Not missing anything, right? There's someone else up here? Yeah, 2 more guys. 2 more bros. 3 more bros. Oh, and there's another shortcut, isn't there? I forgot about that. Not that this boss run would have been really bad without this last shortcut that I'm gonna get, but... like, this is totally doable. Even with all these enemies, like, you can run past them. Okay, they're all coming. See how far I can kite you guys. I imagine one of you eventually is just going to give up and start walking back. Hopefully. If not, I can just run past them and get the shortcut. Okay, the guy on the left, I think, is beginning to patrol. As far as you want to go? Yeah, but your sword bro's gonna help you out, aren't you? Sword bro really likes to go. He loves it. He's super into it. The ancient Joestar technique. Bye. You guys aren't worth it. They're super not worth it. Well, that was weird. Oh, that's right. I remember which one this is. I knew there was a shortcut. I just forgot where it went. Other than the fact that it was really good. This takes me back to the Dragon Slayer armor. Rusted coin. I could have gotten this earlier had I come in here, but whatever. So there's the elevator. That goes right outside. This is what I had not done before. I didn't come into this building, so never got to pick this up. Red Tearstone ring. It's a decent early game ring for DS1 at least. And this drop is to get this item. I don't think there's anything on this side. Just to be sure. Yeah. How poorly modeled that is. I'll let you know. That's not for you. And this is the corner with the bros that are praying. Another damn chime. Okay. Oh, I shouldn't have. I'm too used to the old way of doing things where it wouldn't let you go straight to like your hub world. Shouldn't have gone to the shrine. Oh, well, I could. Well, that's not true. I can use these levels. Get like maybe,
Welcome
what,
home,
2?
Speaker. Very well, then
I've actually lost
now.
track of how many it takes now. I'm up to 49, so I'm gonna get 1. I don't think I have like 16,000 souls, maybe? Possible? Oh, I might. Was this 10? 20. Oh, it's too much.
Welcome
Oh well.
home. Very well, then take nourishment.
I get strength and dex up to 40. Okay, I think now's the time to switch. So we are at what? 360, 370? Right. Yeah, 370 versus 360, 371. Obviously, it would also mean losing my frostbite effect, but... Oh, I got the slab, though. That's right. I'm stupid.
Just wasn't it?
Reinforce my weapon.
Pretty be careful. I go.
Was it, what, 371? I could have looked at it on the screen. I'm stupid. On Andre's screen, but now I'm at... really good. 390? Yeah. That's a big jump. It's very justifiable. And I've got like the most basic bitch-ass fucking build ever. The only thing that could make it more generic is if I was using like the Night Shield versus the Shield of Want. So I want to go to the armor. I guess I will fight this boss. I just won't place the ashes. Super obvious that it's Lothric. And as it turns out, his big bro as well. I think it's his older brother. Need to go backwards. That throws you off just a little bit. I think it's the fastest to use this spawn fire. Can't imagine riding that elevator I just passed up is faster. No way, right? What I'm probably gonna do after I beat this boss, hopefully I beat this boss, like it doesn't become a massive wall for me. I don't expect it to. They are kind of tough, but they're doable. I don't remember having as much trouble with this fight as I do with the one I've been avoiding. But hopefully I beat this, grab a drink, and then go do that last optional area.
Oh dear. Another dogged contender. Welcome, unkindled one, purloiner of cinders. Mind you, the mantle of Lord interests me none. The fire-linking curse, the legacy of lords. Let it all fade into nothing. You've done quite enough. Now have your rest.
I don't remember this guy's name. His elder brother. Lorien, there we go. Oh shit. See if I can do this in mid-fight, because I should have done it already. There we go. Oh, just barely alive. He's to my left. Okay, he's far away though, but that's fucking... it was too late. By the time I realized he was going to shoot it out, I was already in the drinking animation. Oh well. Backwards, backwards, backwards. Gotta remember. Gotta remember to do this as well. Use them while you got them. Don't expect to run out. Even if I do, I could just farm some of these embers off camera. They're not that hard to obtain. Which is good. I like this game's use of... I don't know what to call it. Just go down the wrong fucking one. Did. Because there's another area. I fucking forgot about this. The old under the elevator trick. Village. It's a fucking slab. How do I not remember that there's a slab here? I had to have gotten it before. There's nothing else, right? My favorite one is the one in the Bloodborne DLC. Let's be a lever. Shut up. There we go. I had to wait for it to go all the way back up. That's weird that they put two slabs so close to each other in physical space. Trying to remember the name of my final area I need to go to. I think it's Archdragon Peak is what it's called. I keep wanting to say Dragon Airy, but that's DS2. Which also is a location that doesn't make sense in that game in terms of where it physically is. Fuck you. Yeah, I'm an idiot. And I forgot to... Well, it ended up working out to my advantage, or else I would have missed that slab. Not sure if I'm going to end up using it or not. I probably will, considering that I don't know all the DLC weapons. I've seen some cool stuff, though. Fucking asshole. Why am I rushing to get 3,000 souls? I don't know. I just figured it'd be really easy. Where is he? Okay, good. Now shoot it, and I'll drink. Those are good hits. Oh, he came out on top of me? Yeah, I need to back up instead of trying to get behind him. Shit. Oh, the geometry. Oh, I thought I rolled through it. I love that Lothric talks mad game when you eat it. That's actually one of those changes that I really like after The first game, at least the first game. Probably, I would say first 2 games. It's weird because we were just talking about Aldia, so I know Aldia talks a little bit of trash to you. But the fact that enemies speak to you third game, that's really nice. In boss fights. Though I suppose that's something that got picked up in Bloodborne, technically. Like Gascoigne. He talks a lot during his fight. Although at some point I think it was planned to have that in the first game, I think. Like there's a bunch of unused, well completely unused considering he's never talks, dialogue of Artorias. That was going to be in the DLC, but ultimately isn't. He never actually speaks. But they did record it. And it is out there. It has been data mined. He has a very fancy accent, sort of. He sounds very, what's the word to describe him? I don't know. My brain can't think of it right now. It's better that they didn't, though. It was a good decision to cut that. Should have used this. There we are. Crap. Where is he? Crap. Thank God I had my guard up. Oh. Came in behind. What a douche. Ugh. Woo! First phase down. I like this fight a lot, actually. Just because the second phase is a little different than what you'd expect. At least it is in my opinion. Because the one that really matters is Lothric. I never noticed how just completely jacked his hands are.
Rise if you would, for that is our curse.
A little weird that he gets embered up considering Lothric is not a Lord Ascender and refuses to be one. Okay. 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 I might be dead. I'm dead. Oh. Wow. That's a blitz. Oh boy. Well, at least I got the practice in on his first form. Can more or less handle it now. That'll come in handy. That's usually how these fights go. Ones that have like very distinct multiple phases in terms of like multiple life bars. I'm going the wrong way. It's usually like you get so used to the first one to the point where like you barely even think about it. Like I know the one optional boss that I have remaining. His quote unquote first form, quote unquote his, technically it's his friend. I got to the point my first time through the game to where I could just beat that without even getting touched, because I was doing it so many times because he was kicking my ass so hard. His second phase was so difficult. See, that's why I'm dreading it a little bit. I'm dreading that rematch. I'm looking forward to it, but at the same time I'm like, oh, what if I get stuck on it for 2 hours like I did last time? It's for my money, that's the hardest fight in any of the games. Like I said, DS2 was probably my hardest overall in terms of game. I hate those levels, and that game's full of a bunch of bullshit. But the fight at the end of Archdragon Peak, that's the hardest fight for me, because it's the only fight that I've never been able to defeat in the same sitting in which I attempted it. Where I had to like literally turn the game off and go to bed and try again the next day. Stamina. Where are you? Alright, not gonna Ember this fight. Gotta remember to do it between... Well, actually, I should get good at the second phase before I try that again. So otherwise, it's not worth it. Just barely. Thank you, walking animation, for drinking. Oh. Can't roll through. Ugh. That one's super good. Come on. Ah, too early. Greed. Get behind you and drink. Ah, no. Okay. Oh. Gotcha. Alright, skip. Let's go. Ah, thought I could get it in. 6 left. Shoot it. Ah. I shouldn't have hesitated. I should have moved first and then rolled. Or rather, drink first, then rolled. I'm getting there, though. Of course, there's obviously the threat of taking down Lorien and then Lothric bringing him back. But I trust myself. Gotta try to avoid Estus use in that first half of the fight, though. Like, Lorien by himself, super easy to nail down. I just gotta do it. Alright, let's use this. Try not to go below 10. An upgrade to my stamina could come in handy as well, but I don't know. My philosophy is that once you've played the games enough, you focus on your damage output and trust your like muscle memory to be good at managing your health and stamina, even if they're lower than they really could be. Like DS1, that is usually, like, if you've beaten it before, that's how I think most players go through with their build. Like, you pick your damage set and then you pump that up to 40, like ASAP. Knowing that even if your vit and endurance is low, that it's not a big deal because you know how to play. Damn it. This is not a good run. Oh, fuck. Oh, lucky not to be dead. Still very lucky. Ugh. Gotta get out of the furniture. Wow, I've barely dented him. Terrible run. Just awful. I didn't avoid it, really. I thought for sure. Right through the shield. Not enough health. Oh, bad run. Gotta get that drink early. Okay, let's go. Actually, I need to poke into my inventory just a little bit. Whoops. Curious that I'm stocked up on pellets. I don't think I'm going to use one for this fight. Just got to man up. Oh, I could use that slab I got to max out the Shield of Want, but that would almost feel like a waste considering all the DLC items that are ahead of me. Like, +4 is fine. What I should do is change my ring lineup, because the Ring of the Evil Eye is obviously not going to do any good here. So, oops, every time. I think it's because they changed the order of, like, which ones, like, some games the first little thing in your menu is, like, your inventory, and the second one's equip. Then it becomes first is equip, second one's inventory. Alright, let's try this Flame Stoneplate Ring. What else would be good in this situation? Estus Ring could help. You know what? Let's go with that, actually. Oh, no. I changed my mind. We will switch it up on subsequent runs, depending on how I feel. Considering I'm guarding a lot of stuff like a coward. Little absorption. Would it hurt? Jesus Christ. Too soon. I should go for the R2. That's 0. What am I doing? I went for it again. Didn't hurt me too much that time. Oh, shit. Back up. Lucky that didn't hit me. Gotcha. Phase 2, let's go. Ooh. Right. Drink. I tried to get 2 in, but it didn't work. Woo! Drink first, then dodge. Dodge. There we go. Learn my lesson from that last death. Woo. Okay, now's a good time to drink. I mean, when I get the chance. Oh, this was a mistake. Oh. Drink, then dodge. Dodge, 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 dodge. Back. Drink. Ugh. Oh, missed. Roll to the right. Back up. Ah, he got me on the last one. Woo! Ah. I will resort to Ember if I must. Oh, this is the last thing I wanted. I shouldn't have come into this corner. I'm dead. No, still alive. Drink. Oh. Out of Estus. Oh, I was too close. Alright, back up, back up. Oh, that's right, you can't use it when you already have it. It's not like humanity. Well. You got a zone, and now I need to just back up. Nope. It was dumb. I was gonna try to go for the fucking Divine Blessing. That got me killed. Woo! Ah, right away again. Ah, got me. Oh well. I got his pattern at least. I just need to play more efficiently. Relaxing. Do it now. Oh, I bet they changed it because of that bullshit of people in DS1 using humanity in PvP. So it's like, nope, you get it once, and that's it. Although I will be bullshit and put the Divine Blessing I picked up back on. Just in case. Because it sure would be a shame to get like one hit away, and then... Alright, Lorien. I still didn't avoid it. It has to be like a straight cardinal direction. Okay, so that only works when you've got some space between the two of you. Oh, damn it, this is not the run I wanted. Alright, back up. Then again, maybe I should switch to the Estus ring. If I'm gonna max out my allotment. A fight like this. Oh, come on. Damn, what a terrible run. Alright, switch rings. Not that that's what killed me or anything. Just gotta remember to do it this time. That sucks. I think that's happened twice now, or like the last 4. Where it's like, hey, you got pretty close to, you did terrible. Yeah, pretty good to terrible. I don't know how much of a difference it's really making. Obviously, the serpent ring isn't helping me during the fight. Okay. This does not bode well for my one optional friend out in Archdragon Peak. Because my memory is that he's way harder than this. Here we go. Here we go. Crap. I need to get into your ass. And not take unnecessary hits while doing so. Okay, I need to back up. I'm up against the wall. Third swing, I gotta stop. Did it again. That time I can get greedy because I knew that was going to knock him out. Ah, I forgot my lesson. Damn. What are you doing? Okay, there you are. You get behind you, hits in on Lothric. Woo! Estus Ring's making a difference. Shit. Back up. Ah, too late. Drink. Woo. Yeah, I choked during that sequence where he went down. Oh, gotta back up. Drink. Double drink. Why not? Oh, that wasn't a good idea. Drink again. Okay, get ready to dodge. I'm alive. No, 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 no. A fucking cast. The cast. Ah! Last Estus. Oh no, Divine. Have the Ember if I need it. Crap. Think I need it. After I dodge this. Whoa. Whew. Fuck you. That's using all of your resources to lame out a fight. Not exactly optimal. Let's read their souls. Soul of the Twin Princes. One of the Twisted Souls, steeped in strength. The two princes rejected their duty to become lords of Cinder and settled down far, far away to watch the fire fade from a distance. Curse makes their souls nearly inseparable. The weird thing is, I guess I didn't catch that detail in their soul, but I always took that the duty of linking the fire was always on Lothric. But I guess, I don't know if it was always for Lorien, or if like it becomes part of his duty once they become so intertwined or something. Not that Lorien probably cares. He's probably good with whatever. Link it, don't link it, whatever. Let's see. Let me check the time. Oh, that's right. The stupid crash makes it not quite clear how long I've been going. I would have to I open my channel real quick. It'll tell me right away in my stupid archive how long that first one was.
Welcome home, speak. Very well. Then touch take nourishment.
Alright. Videos.
Farewell, Asher.
Make sure I don't hit her. Although I don't think anything happens. I think she comes back if you kill her. I could be super wrong, though. I know that's the way it works for the Maiden in Black for sure. The doll in DS3. And that might be it. I don't remember if the Emerald Herald comes back or not. So, last one was 2.5 hours, so we're like at 3.5 almost. You know, I might do the Wyvern or Wyvern or whatever. Don't think I'll do this second half of Archdragon Peak actually. Lothric ended up kicking my ass so hard. I need to go to... What's the fastest way? Irithyll Dungeon? Mess with my windows. Get things back to where I had them. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't remember what's the fastest way there. I'm hoping it's this, but I don't think it is. I have since forgotten how to get to the little cliff that takes you to Archdragon. Get out of here. Let's see, should go into equipment and take off that stupid Divine Blessing. There we go. Pro strats, ladder management. So let's see, this is where the Mimic was, so I'm not going the right way. Crap. Just fall down the hole. Gotta make it through those jailers, don't I? Okay. Is it? I think it is. Here we go. I put it on my quick bar. I think I did. Okay. Yeah, I put it on as soon as I got it. Enjoy the view for a little while. I'm amazed I found this by myself the first time. But that was only because someone was like, they left a message that was like, try gesture. So of course I was like butting my head against the wall, trying to figure out how to do it. I was like, I don't think I have what I need yet. And then once you get Path of the Dragon, I was like, oh, I bet this is it. Because why else would you get like a gesture by itself in a location all prominently displayed? Give me the name pop, please. And I know what it's called, but I'll get it on screen. There it is, our Dragon Peak. Hello, guys. Oh, that's right. This area is for real. Thank you. I'm trying to get a shot of the sun. There it is. So this place is really confusing because where we came from in Lothric, the sun's all super fucked and is like a big dark sign. And then you come here and it's perfectly fine, and I have no idea why that is. Like, physical space has never been, or no, maybe not physical space, but god damn it, time has never been more confusing than it is in Dark Souls 3. Obviously, there's that whole stupid thing about time being convoluted, blah 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 blah. I feel like that's never truer than it is in this game. This game doesn't make sense sometimes. And that might be because apparently when shit got really messed up and they rung the bells, that, was it like old kingdoms got mashed together? So you're seeing like, what's the word I'm looking for? An amalgamation of time periods and kingdoms mashed together with Lothric or something. But this location's weird. It almost makes it look like it's not real, or it's not taking place at the same time. No one else, right? Good. And the other thing that doesn't make sense about this location, if we can see it from this distance, I think we can. Oh, maybe it's not this spot. Ah, damn it. I don't know where it is. You're supposed to be able to see Lothric from somewhere. Unless I'm just blind and I'm missing it. Maybe it's on the other side, I don't know. But you can kind of see this location from the Irithyll dungeon. And the point I'm trying to make is that if you can see like Irithyll from here, and Irithyll is like connected at the hip with Anor Londo, and I don't know why that is. I don't know if that's like because Irithyll was built on where Anor Londo was in the future or whatever. But it just wouldn't make sense for this place to be visible from Anor Londo, because Anor Londo is like the fuck you dragons capital of the world. So, kind of feel like there's a dragon place within visible sight of their backyard. It wouldn't make much sense. Ow. I feel like you guys are tough enough without projectiles. They were also clearly like remodels of the witches from Bloodborne. It's super obvious. That's okay though. I'll excuse it. They have the exact same like body type, similar textures on their clothes and whatnot. Just make them more dragony. It's a new enemy. They're also somewhat like the snake dudes from DS1 and Sin's Fortress. Speaking of which, and speaking of stupid, trying to read too much into Dark Souls lore, I already roasted Pat from Best Friends once earlier about missing those items. My favorite room in the game. But he has this like really weird headcanon that he's probably let go of it by now. Hello, Wyvern. Hi, buddy. I'm just gonna run under you and run away. He has this weird headcanon that he wanted to be, I guess, true, that Sin would be the name of the firstborn son of Gwyn, because Sin's Fortress and everyone's like, who's Sin? And apparently there's kind of a semi-explanation for the name Sin. It has to do with, like, some old Japanese, like, basically a fairy tale, and that they might have... Oh, that helped. Thanks, Wyvern. They might have, like, lifted that fairy tale and used the name Sin's Fortress as, like, an allusion towards it or something, because it's kind of similar in some ways. Whatever. That's a whole other conversation. The pet had, like, this weird headcanon that he really wanted Sin to be the name of the firstborn of Gwyn. And so, when he got to this area, he wouldn't shut the fuck up about trying to make comparisons between this location and Sin's Fortress, even though they're really not that fucking similar. But he just wanted his headcanon to be so true. I need to get on the other side of your fire, bro. There's an item that I want. Twinkling Titanite. Right, he chilled out, so I can run. Hello. God, I'm drowning in large Titanite. Anyone else? Nope. Frame rate's actually decent in this area. Oh, no, wait, it just went weird. It probably doesn't show up on stream, because I think stream's capped at 30. Oh, I forgot you did that. Ow. Way over swinging. That time you didn't do two. There we go. Not that you have to fight every enemy during this boss fight, but whatever. I kind of want to explore the area and get the items. Why did you not do anything? You were there the entire time. Hey, a chunk. You guys drop chunks, that's nice. There's an item. Items are a little hard to see in this area because it's so bright. I think I got everything over here, I hope so anyway. Okay, gotta move, gotta move, gotta move, gotta move. Oh, you have a chain axe, that's right. Such a cool weapon. I wish I could get a chain axe. No, don't break lock on, please. Oh, shit. Ow. Right in my ass. Oh, are you serious? Oh, that's so shit. Oh, it's so close. I've never died that close to the end of that fight before. I didn't know that you could. I thought once you got up that ladder, you were home free. Oh, I forgot that item. Alright, let me get that real quick. Which is weird, because I actually went up here. Dagger. I know exactly why I missed it, because look at it. It's right in front of my face and it's been blending in with the background. If I'm not mistaken, I hope I'm not making this shit up, but I believe the sound of the bell is actually players ringing the bell. Other players online. It's not that bell in front of me. There's another much bigger one later in the zone. After this boss fight, in fact. There's an item somewhere. There are actually other items down here, but you can worry about that after the fight. I'm not gonna fuck around with the enemies this time. Living on the principle that if you killed them once, you've proven yourself. Even if they spit fire into your butt. Oh, nice gank. Shrink a little bit. Oh, that was probably a bad time to do that. Wyvern's going nuts. That was a good retrieval. Shit. Okay. We're good. All good. All hunky-dory. See ya, fucker. Give me my souls. You get it after the teleport. I never knew that. For some reason, it teleports you after this fight. It's super unnecessary. I don't know why. It's not like you're being taken to a different level or something. It takes you to... Up by where I climbed the ladder, there's a fog gate. There's a room beyond that fog gate, and then there's another doorway. It takes you over there. What's the point? I could have gotten back there by myself. I'm zoning out immediately. Because there are a bunch of items, like, down where the Wyvern is. It's like, I wanted to get those. I didn't want to progress. It feels incredibly natural to be taken somewhere by the game. When there's more things to explore. Oh, I forgot I have the symbol of avarice. I could have been trying to slap that on after boss fights.
Welcome home.
I would have had plenty of time on that one. That's a shame.
Very well.
It's free money you're leaving on the table. Okay, 3737.
Farewell, Maester.
Wait. Check my thing. Does it tell you in this game? It does. Cool. It tells you you're required for next level up. It's very useful. I think Dark Souls 2 was the first one that did that. Or on your stat screen it would tell you how far away your next level is.
Welcome, host. Very well. Then take
Oh, 1 strength.
farewell, Maester.
See, are there any things I need to do? Any loose ends? Well, I guess not, since I've upgraded all my stuff, except for getting the shield to +5, which I'm not going to do, probably. I got my Estus Flask maxed out. I'm gonna call it for the night, and do the second half of Archdragon tomorrow. And then I'm still not decided about what to do after that, whether or not I'm going to beat the main game final boss and then do DLC, or do all the DLC and then just wrap it up with the main game final boss. The problem with that is that if I do DLC 1 and 2 and then the quote-unquote final boss of the regular game, it's really gonna, like, put me super over-leveled. Because the DLC actually... I think the first DLC is tune for about where I am right now. It's usually like, you know, get to the top of, I think there's even like a dev message that's like, get to the top of Lothric Castle before you do this. Or it says like, this area should blah, 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 whatever the fuck it says. It's actually super on point. It's not very vague. But the second DLC, I finally did learn how you access it. I didn't know until, I don't know, a few weeks ago. It's not, you can't even access it until you access to the area where the last boss in the main game is. It's literally on the way there. So, look at that fucker with the symbol of avarice. Why are you wearing that in Firelink, dude? You don't need to wear it in Firelink. But yeah, so the second DLC, from what I've seen and a lot of what I heard, it's apparently super fucked hard. So it seems to be strictly post-game. So maybe I might do DLC 1, then base game final boss, then DLC 2. I think that's a good way to do it. So tomorrow night, hopefully around midnight Eastern, I might be late again, like I was an hour and a half late today. I had some other stuff I had to do. I will do second half Archdragon, the boss fight, the real boss fight at Archdragon, not freaking Ancient Wyvern. Who cares about that asshole? And then I will do the first DLC, the Painted World of Ariandel. Make sure I don't screw that up and say the Dark Souls 1 version of that. So everyone have a very good Tuesday now. I don't think it's... Yeah, it is no longer Monday anywhere. It's still... I guess it is Tuesday for me. My sleep schedule's inverted, so whatever. But have a good Tuesday morning or afternoon if you live further east than I do. For everyone who's enjoying their Tuesday already. And I will be back and see you again next time. Okay, put out to the title screen. I've been too used to doing this the Caligula way. And maybe I'll bring Caligula back if I can ever possibly figure out what's up with that second, or that post-game dungeon area I found. If I get properly leveled to clear it, I might stream it. Let's get out to the title screen. Turn that music up. I'm out of here.